On June 30th, 2024, the Association of Certified Professional Nutritionists, ACPN, in collaboration with the Canada-wide Business Association of Industry and Commerce and the Canadian National Education Society, successfully concluded the 2024 Life Cycle Wellness Management Competition. With the support of the Canadian federal government, the Community Foundations of Canada, and United Way Centraide Canada and Greater Toronto, dozens of families from the community participated in the competition finals. We'd like to acknowledge the Member of Provincial Parliament, Mr. Billy Pang, City Councillor of Scarborough Agincourt, Mr. Nick Mantas, Deputy Mayor of Richmond Hill, Mr. Godwin Chan, and York Regional Councillor, Mr. Alan Ho, for their letters of congratulations for bringing the event to a successful conclusion. As the event began, ACPN Secretary General Ms. Carrie Way presented a commencement speech, highlighting the ACPN's Academic Commission's support for the candidates in the field of health sciences, ensuring their access to the most up-to-date information in the field. Meanwhile, the president of the Canada-wide Business Association of Industry and Commerce, CBAIC, Mr. Edward Zheng, acknowledged its support for the competition with their extraordinary health industry expertise. In addition, the CBAIC works to connect local communities with the newest scientific innovation in health sciences in association with the National Education Society. Together, the organizations are able to provide the latest and greatest health science solutions to local families, as well as implementing education of periodic life and health science and its real-life day-to-day applications. The competition includes several age groups, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, and 13 to 18.
我们这次举办这个是生命全周期的健康管理比赛，主要是针对那个儿童、青少年。因为我们认为儿童和青少年他们学习能力是蛮强的，只是可能没有发现而已。所以我们致力于连接社区、家庭和儿童和青少年。通过这个过程当中呢，我们发现他们取得了非常非常大的进步。
参加儿童全息健康比赛，我非常受感动。最小的小孩4岁，最大的10几岁，他们都对健康有深入的了解，而且他们对整个的健康的认识程度是让我非常的惊讶。那么我希望全人类都为了健康追求健康，那从儿童做起。希望今后所有的家长对孩子们从孩子抓起，从我们自身抓起，使我们全人类健康走向更好的这个未来。
这是个非常大的荣幸，当做今天的 ACPN 的 MC。我的背景主要的是教育，但是我也就是非常注意营养。我还记得 ACPN 刚开始的时候，我觉得他们的 idea 非常好。我现在能看见他们的成就非常大，他们把很多梦想可以说已经实现了。那么我也非常希望我可以再继续跟 ACPN 合作。今天很感动，今天的小孩。真的懂我们小的时候真的不能懂的事儿。其实不管就是很小很早就开始学会这些非常重要的education 的思想，但是他们学到的也是非常实用，不只是书面上的，就是他们。明明做了很多研究，有一个学生做一个叫survey， 就是他研究了很多，也就是面试了很多他的同学还有成人，他们研究了很多，所以我真的觉得今天真的是个非常大的日子，我真的觉得以后 ACPN 会有非常大的成就，而且我还有非常大的成功，我真的非常期待我下次有机会主持这样的活动，谢谢。
Why does omega-3 good for your body? It makes you smarter, taller, and healthier, and it helps all the cells in your body function as they should. How is omega-3 bad for you? Because high levels of these fatty acids can cause bleeding and other issues. I'll talk about how to take care / protect your eyes. Why I choose this topic? Because that I'm a nearsighted boy and I always wear glasses that make me feel inconvenient in my daily life. In the other picture, you can see that lutein is in the macula of the eye. The facts. As children grow older, their eyes are exposed to more.
It has vitamin D and it's good for hearts too.
Honestly, this stuff don't let me play on it anymore because I was 4 centimeters shorter. I was so sad and didn't want it. So I decided to grow taller faster.
In the middle of the night, complaining of some pains in my leg. Oftentimes, I would have to take Tylenol in order to kill the pain. So my parents tried everything to force me to drink milk and eat vegetables. As I got older, I began eating more varieties of food and I started taking multivitamins. I also began eating cheese, which solved the problem.
Some time ago, I didn't sleep well. I couldn't wake up in the next morning and feel sleepy all day. And finally, cherries. Cherries have natural melatonin, which can help you sleep better. Now, I have healthy and comfortable sleep again. Every day, I'm full of energy. I love this wonderful world.
Some things that can help you fall asleep if you're having trouble falling asleep are melatonin. Melatonin is what you produce to help you fall asleep. And some people take pill supplements of melatonin or gummy supplements of melatonin. Well, melatonin is kind of a slippery slope because if some people take it long term, your body kind of adjusts to melatonin and you need more and more to fall asleep. And also, if you take too much melatonin, it can actually have opposite effects and make you feel more awake. But if you want some more natural ways to fall asleep more quickly, there are some foods that can actually promote.
We often hear that fruit is nature's candy. That's how we want to think of it, something as a treat. It's not that you can never eat it. Just don't think it of something healthy, that the more you eat, the better off you are. But if you are given the choice between fruit or man-made artificial junk, then obviously go for fruit every time. Although fruits have so many amazing benefits, does it mean we can eat them all the time?
What did you eat yesterday for lunch? I sense a bit of struggle. Even though it was a recent event, we struggle to remember it. So we basically sleepwalk through our decisions and what we eat. And that is very dangerous. That could be harming you and it will be compounding in the long run and you are even unaware of it. It's very dangerous, especially if you're a child. Almost none of these three factors are in our control. You can't quit going to the grocery shop. You can't quit all media or you can't choose which family you're born in. It doesn't have to stay to the factory settings. So that was a deck of cards already given to us, our eating habits. But it doesn't have to stay like that. We can change it.
No, I'm making a mistake. Now I can move forward and make a change. So I asked, what are healthier substitutes? And then I thought, like, what do we have that still has sugar so I can get out of that afternoon slump? So I opened the refrigerator and I saw, we have grapes. I can try that. I tried it. I liked it. Now, that's just an example. It doesn't mean that we should always substitute grapes for chocolate. As our friend Andrew said, fruits are just like candies.
Another example you can see is TikTok from 2020 to 2021 has a surge of increase on food challenges, and I can infer from that is during the quarantine where everyone is at home and they aren't able to meet up with one another, it's a way for them to stay connected virtually online. By tracking these data and engagement numbers over on the last column, it's a way for me to keep track of the trends and growth over time. Here's a screenshot of Hua Chat. Hua Chat on TikTok has been very popular for the past few months. I've received a couple of these videos on my For You page. This specific title, like Hua Chat, has over 1 billion views on TikTok and 300 million likes. So the engagement ratings are rather high compared to everything else. The enticement of popularity and the endorsement of certain content creators can actually motivate us to change how we choose to eat and what we choose to eat. So for example, Hua Chat has only contains fruits and a lot of soda and pop, so that's really bad for you. You definitely shouldn't eat this every day. Not everything you see on the internet is completely true. You have to be mindful of what articles you read and certain organizations you should trust. So these are organizations that I trust that I actually use to make this presentation. So we have Dietitian of Canada, Heart and Stroke of Canada, Food Allergy Canada, Health Canada, Canadian Nutrition Society, and ACPN.
We're very proud of our daughter Alexis. This is just the beginning, and I'm sure that she'll get much better after speaking. She loves singing more on stage than speaking.
Oh, wow.
And yes.
What kind of singing does she like to do?
All kinds of singing.
Wow,
Different
multi-talented.
Yes, dancing.
Great. So what inspired Mom and Dad and Alexis to be involved in health and nutrition?
Well, we think it's very important that not only kids, but their parents eat well and promote healthy lifestyle.
She's our little CEO, right?
Yeah.
The family CEO. That's the idea.
That's right.
Yeah.
家里面有什么样的影响和变化和一些帮助吗？
Yes, it changed a lot. I know a lot of nutrition, but I don't really expect them to know all the professional things before.
And to start this is a very good start. Actually, like she said, my 2 kids, they are very picky. And it's hard for me to balance the food every time. A lot of kids actually, they're picky eater. It took a long time to force them to do it. But now, once they understand why, then they improve, right? So now we really change a lot, and that affect her and her sister as well. So that's a big change. So I really appreciate that. Thank you for the the organizers and event.
这个变化还是很大，也是超出我们预期的。因为刚开始呢，拿到这个题目，我们其实是没有什么太多想法的。然后我们就共同跟孩子们去探讨，有哪些感兴趣的话题呀，或者是遇到什么样的困扰。后来姐姐发现她最近睡不好，妹妹发现她玩不了那个很喜欢的大滑梯了，因为她少了4厘米。然后我们就一块儿去定位了这2个演讲的主题，姐姐妹妹共同去找他们的想法。所以我们回顾整个的过程，会发现，这其实是一个孩子们做项目管理的过程，也是我们全家做 teamwork 的过程。孩子们从发现问题、寻找原因，到寻找解决方案，到很好的去实践它，取得阶段性的成果，真的是给了他们很大的鼓舞，也给了我们做家长很大的信心哈。因为其实这个我们的那个英文啊，孩子们的英文并不是他们最擅长的一种语言，但是发现在这个过程中，其实可以激发孩子很大的信心和他们巨大的潜力。所以再次感谢协会给我们这么好的展示的平台。
有不一样的成长，都有哪些方面吗？
我觉得这连续年吧，就是参加这个活动，我觉得收益还是非常大的。因为就是说，小孩子们从小他就注意到这个 topic， 然后把这种健康生活的这种概念啊融进他自己的生活里面去。然后他每次就是说，他自己的选题肯定是跟他自己是相关的，他们不会说是选一些就是跟 daily life 之外的题目，一般都是跟他们直接的 daily life 相关的。这样的话，对他们其实是有很切身的这种好处的，因为他从小他关注的这个健康管理，实际上是包括自己自身的 lifetime 的健身管理。
Which sometimes people do.
Yeah, I pretty much grabbed some knowledge from my mother.
Oh, nice.
She told me to get like a lot of logic thinking, so I can memorize things faster. Yeah.
我感觉他成长了很多。因为他长了很多知识和科学的道理，然后他知道为什么我们要吃这个好，为什么我们要保持我们的健康。他有时候还告小朋友，告学校小朋友回来，我告诉他们今天我学到的东西啊。他很自豪，我说你有时候跟老师也说，老师说，你怎么知道我参加过的演讲？所以我知道，记这个过程当中，在怎么理解这个过程当中，他也是花费了很多时间。找了很多的资料然后他就问妈妈，你看我应该这么做好不好，还是这么做好？我说那你就要想办法，你的 logical thinking。logically 怎么去 memorize things， 那对他的学习以后也打开了很好的基础。所以特别感谢主办方和我们协会能给孩子们这么良好的学习舞台。
确实是，我去学校里我早上起来都会找我的小朋友们这好，然后我们就是我们吃饭的时候，我们就会交流。
高中里面是他们学校的演讲俱乐部的创始人，那么今天也把个演讲俱乐部成员带来了同学和在学校里去更多的去宣传这样营养健康的平台。
我就是跟大家说之后做 Instagram post， 就让不只是我的社团。
你们全校大概有多少人现在
？2000吧左右。
Why did I choose this topic? Because I want more kids and adults to learn about omega-3. Thanks to the principal of our school, Ms. Ryder. I did a questionnaire survey at school to find out how many children knew about omega-3 and how to absorb it. My questionnaire for omega-3. Everyone in the school from kindergarten to grade 6 students participated in the survey, and I hope that each and every one of our children will learn about omega-3 and help us grow up healthy by learning about the science of nutrition. And if we can learn more about the science of nutrition, I think our parents will be happier than we are.
So what a little scientist. Yeah. 你过了4个月一直在研究对吗？做那个 survey 是吧？ 4 months, right? So how did your mom affect your health? Any thoughts?
Making me eat eggs.
Eggs. What are eggs good for?
Omega-3.
Omega-3, I noticed. Yes. Does it help our brain? I hope so. It seems to be working very well with you.
And finally, I encourage each and one of you to be mindful of the content you consume and seek credible nutrition advice and contribute to positive feedback loop in our food culture. I believe everyone can make a difference no matter your age, your culture, or race. We can use social media as a way to promote and inspire younger people, and I believe that we can shape a better community for the future.
In fact, I'm also the president of my school's health council. And get more sleep, you will be the smartest, most powerful you ever will be. And make sure to take on leadership. Tell everyone around you all the information you learned today. Make sure everyone is getting adequate sleep so we will have a very happy society.
Ms. Alex, and my daughter is part of this competition. She was speaking about importance of healthy diet, different types of food, and I agree with the importance of proper nutrition, and we're happy to be here.
我觉得这个活动非常的好，也非常的有意义。小朋友连续每年都来参加，每年都得到了很好的锻炼。我一步一步的能够看到他们都在成长。
这次的演讲比赛呢，小朋友也在参与过程当中了解了更多的健康知识。它的主题是垃圾食品，那他对此也了解到平常我们吃的东西是哪些是归为健康，哪些是归为不健康。那也非常珍惜这一次的机会，让他在这个过程当中不仅得到一些健康知识，而且还锻炼了他一个上台演讲的一个自信心。然后我也非常为他感到骄傲。然后在比赛当中是以最小的一个参赛者。
这次活动对我的女儿有很大的影响，是一个非常非常好的活动，算是做科学的。但是呢，平常也没有让他们去接触这专业的东西。但是通过这次活动呢，真的让他们专业的角度去研究。
So as I was researching and like making the PowerPoint for this presentation, I not only learned a lot about how to like make a speech, prepare a presentation, but I also learned about how to achieve a balanced diet. And to my life, it's had quite an influence, and like I often find myself adding more balanced meals to my daily routine, and instead of eating just bread and cheese or like plain meals, I'll have more diverse and more varieties of food in every meal.
Yeah, 真的非常好的活动。
And the topic today is about nutrition. I chose mindful eating because of all the distractions we have, watching TV, social media. We tend to neglect what we feed the body, and that is very important, as we all know, because it affects the mental condition. It's one of the inputs of the body. So what we feed the body affects all the organs, and I believe that we should be more mindful of what we choose to feed the body. So I'm very excited to be here and share what I've tried to do, the practices that I chose, and hopefully inspire a few people, the audience, to try it and hopefully take some value out of it.
The multitude of events occurring during the competition included enlightening discussions of care for kids and youth, putting the candidates' wellness management skills for each age group on full display. During the events, families had the opportunity to connect with subject matter experts and discuss real-world applications and the latest innovations in the field of health management. Participants covered various subjects, for example, what is junk food and why is it unhealthy? 5 food groups for kids and their nutrition, how functional nutrient lutein supports kids' vision and learning, the importance of omega-3 for child development, how to manage our daily stresses, stroke is no joke, balanced diet to stay healthy, why does eating fruit provide health benefits, how social media influences our food choices, and how to develop good eating habits in the world of cyberspace and AI. How to manage irritable bowel syndrome, the importance of sleep, mindful eating. The purpose of the Life Cycle Wellness Management Competition is to establish 3 major forces to improve health: the power of science, smart education, and wellness leadership. With these 3 powers, we will explore hollow information of health-related science, industry, and life biomarkers. Armed with this information, we can evaluate our health status in a more systematic, objective, and scientific manner, make more accurate wellness plans and decisions, and manage health more safely and effectively. Further, we can better identify nutritional needs and make better decisions regarding health, allowing people to intelligently and rationally make purchase decisions and manage their body scientifically. ACPN has been dedicated over the years in working with health professionals to create a new framework for scientific knowledge to close the gap between science, industry, global information, and the health needs of the community. The promotion of life cycle wellness management based on foods, functional nutrients, and natural natural health products is a core focus as part of the effort of elevating Canada's position in the global wellness management industry. With the organization of a multitude of events and training, the ACPN is leading the way into a new era of family wellness management for society. While the competition has concluded, the ACPN continues down the path of exploring life cycle wellness management, keeping up the work in the community to bridge the gap between industry and consumer. In acknowledgement of ACPN's efforts in completing federal government projects in the field and their hard work in the community, the Minister of International Trade, Export Promotion, Small Business and Economic Development, Honorable Mary Eng, presented ACPN with a certificate of appreciation, acknowledged ACPN's achievements, encouraged the continuation of their current efforts, thank ACPN for creating better opportunities through leadership, partnership, and social responsibility, and invited ACPN to present at the Foundation for the Restoration of Community Services event. The ACPN hopes the event has successfully inspired all attendees to take a new perspective at life cycle wellness management and aspire to become wellness leaders for themselves, family, and thereby connecting daily life communities' wellness needs with advanced scientific innovations. This will create happier and better quality of life for global communities and lead the future.